Okay, I feel like once again I need to talk about Ness and Lucas together. If I was being completely biased, I would remove both of these and mother out of this game because they are some of the most annoying characters to play against. But because I don't want to be too overly biased, I feel like Earthbound is a series worthy of being in Smash. Now, I haven't played the games, I want to, I love RPGs, so I would love to try them out someday, and I've heard very good things about the franchise, so I do believe an Earthbound rep should be in the game. But if it were up to me, I'd say there should only be one, because while Earthbound is a well-received franchise, it's not super popular, plus these are annoying to play against, so it was very difficult for me to pick which one to remove and which one to keep, because I had to really think of who is more annoying. And there are things about them that are more annoying than the others, but ultimately it came down to who is more important. And it's Ness. Ness was, again, in the original 64. It was the first game to release outside of the US. Eventually we got Mother 1, which became Earthbound Origins. Mother 3, which would probably be called Earthbound 2 or whatever, has not come to the US. And plus, I do think that Lucas is a little more annoying than Ness. I'm sorry, Lucas. You're gone. Smash 4 had it right. Alright, let me talk about Marth before I talk about Lucina, honestly. So Marth, I think, is a pretty easy choice. He is the most important Fire Emblem character. He is the main character of the first Fire Emblem game. And I don't really think he needs to be changed. He's a pretty simple sword fighter. Actually, you know what? There should be a slight change. Make his tip actually good. Just make it good. Don't make it suck. Please, make it consistent, or at least make the rest of his sword decent. Please. Now, as for Lucina, I'm sorry, you have to go. Lucina is my main in Smash Ultimate, and if I was being biased, I would keep her. In fact, I've often thought about how you can rework this character to be more unique, and there's a lot of things you can do, but ultimately, if we're gonna try get reps from the same franchise, like I said, it should be from different games and should have more unique feeling characters. So I think that Lucina is not the rep from Awakening we need. Now I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead and say Robin is absolutely the rep we need from Awakening. Awakening is the game that saved Fire Emblem. It's the reason why Fire Emblem games are still being made today. They were going to end on Awakening if it wasn't successful enough. And Awakening was successful enough to continue the franchise. And Robin, while has been ignored in Smash Bros. A lot, I think that his moveset is pretty unique and pretty cool and a lot of fun. I really need to play this character more. Robin being the player avatar from Awakening makes it make a lot of sense that he would be the playable rep in Smash. Like over Chrom, over Lucina, I think Robin is the best option. And Chrom is still there in his final Smash. And you know what? Actually, instead of removing Lucina, let's do something neat here. I'd say Robin's final Smash should have a randomly decided person in it. It's based off the pair-up system in Fire Emblem, and I think that it should probably be based on which one you choose. I think that if you play male Robin, it should be Lucina, and if you play female Robin, it should be it should be Chrom, because you can, depending on whether you play male or female Robin, you can choose which one you marry so that you can have a kid with them, type of thing, which is kind of weird to think about, because when you realize that Robin can either marry Chrom and give birth to Lucina, or marry Lucina, it's a little weird, isn't it? Alright, well, Mario and Luigi, these two, I feel like this is pretty easy. Obviously, they're both staying, but do we change them, or do we keep them the same? And how much do we change them? Honestly, Mario, I'm not sure how much I would change. I think that just a slight change would be good for Mario. And one thing I'd say he definitely needs is a hammer. Like, he uses a hammer in so many games, mainly the RPG games. So, I don't know, give him a hammer for some of his moves, like his forward smash should be a hammer instead of lighting his hand on fire. That doesn't make any sense for the Mario series. Luigi, his whole moveset is based on him being quirky and weird, but I don't think that it really does a good job of representing Luigi and his history in video games and stuff. Like, other than changing his grab to be based on Luigi's Mansion, he doesn't have a lot of moves that really feel Luigi. It's just, he's a weird, quirky guy, and he has weird, quirky moves. I think that he needs a complete rework, honestly, and that he should have more moves that make sense for Luigi to have. I don't really know what, I don't have any ideas, I'm not a game developer, but, you know, I think Luigi definitely needs to be more Luigi and less weird. Alright, Mega Man. Mega Man is an iconic character in gaming. but he is an annoying as hell character to play against in Smash Bros. But I don't see him being changed at all. You know what? I'm gonna treat him the same way as Joker, cause fuck it, it's my list. I feel like it's wrong to remove him, but at the same time, I personally want to remove him. So who cares? You know what? It's my list, doesn't matter. Probably won't happen. Alright, Meta Knight. Another character from the Kirby series, a very iconic character from the Kirby series, a reoccurring character in the Kirby series. Just keep him how he is. Easy. Alright, Mewtwo. This is another one that's going to be controversial, but I feel like I need to explain this one a little more. I've already stated that I think that Gen 1 reps shouldn't be as many as they are, and that if we're going to get reps from multiple games, we should have a bigger variety of games to pick from. I'm gonna say it. Remove Mewtwo. I know Mewtwo, for the longest time, was a beloved Pokemon. In Gen 1, he was the ultimate powerful Pokemon. He had an iconic movie that people love, but I feel like over time, Mewtwo is less beloved as he used to be. Like, most people see Mewtwo as just another legendary now. At least I feel that way, and I feel like a lot of other people feel that way. He just doesn't hit as hard as he used to, in terms of, like, how you feel about him. He's kind of just there now. He's kind of like that in Smash Bros. Like, people made a big deal about him coming back in Smash 4 because they removed him from Melee. But now, I feel like Mewtwo is kind of forgotten and no one really cares about him anymore. Not just in Smash, but in Pokemon in general. Mewtwo fell off. I don't know how else to put it. Mewtwo fell off! You know what, actually? Maybe keep him as an assist trophy. Because I feel like he used to have that iconic appeal, and to some degree he still does, but it just isn't the same as he used to. I don't think he really makes for a good playable rep anymore. I think that he should just stick to being assist trophy, or maybe a boss. Honestly, as a boss, that would be pretty cool. Mr. Game & Watch. He is representative of one of the oldest eras of Nintendo, which is the Game & Watch. And honestly, I say that that's an important thing to keep in this game. And Game & Watch is a very unique and neat character. And obviously the 9 Hammer is one of the most fun things to hit ever. So, you know what? Let's keep him. Alright, Pikmin. Did I just call him Pikmin? I mean, I guess he's called Pikmin and Olimar in, I think, Japan. So, sure. Pikmin is a franchise that's been around for a long time. I think that, yes, it deserves a rep, and especially more recently, it's been getting a lot more popularity on the Switch. Pikmin 4 is doing really well. They have Pikmin 1 and 2 on the Switch. Pikmin 3 Deluxe got on Switch. The whole franchise is on Switch. Olimar is a kind of annoying character to deal with, but I never found him too much of a bother, personally. I thought he's kind of neat, so honestly, I'd say keep him and keep him the same. I don't see any way to really change him, really. Alright, Pac-Man. Pac-Man, absolutely keep him. He is an iconic, important, classic video game character from the arcade days and is well known across the world that even non-gamers know what he is despite not really showing up in a lot of things. Plus, if Bandai Namco continues to develop the game, they obviously should have a rep in the game. Honestly, I'm surprised Bandai Namco didn't put more playable characters. We only have Pac-Man and Kazuya. It's insane. And if Bandai Namco continues to be the developer of the game, then they should really add more characters. Give us Cosmos from Xenosaga. Give us Lloyd from Tales of Symphonia. I know that's one people really like. Alright, I feel like before I talk about Palutena, let's talk about Pit. So Pit is the main character of Kid Icarus. Kid Icarus has been represented in the game since Brawl, and because of Brawl, Kid Icarus got a reboot with Uprising, which is an amazing game. I'd say just keep him. Maybe give him a slight change, like, if I'm gonna make Dark Pit his alternate costume, maybe change his side B to be Dark Pit's, because Dark Pit's is better. Maybe give him a couple more weapon options other than just the Bow of Light. He has a lot of weapon options in Kid Icarus Uprising, so you could do that, honestly. If they're gonna do that, I don't know. I feel at the same time Pit is a pretty good character as is with the weapon he has. That is his main weapon since his original game, so, you know, it really goes either way. But I would say give him a slight change. Give him some more options from his original game. Or, well, not from his original game, from Uprising. And I think you can make a more interesting, unique character than what we have now. Even though it's alright as is. Palutena is another character from Uprising that is, well, kind of one of the main characters. You know, she's the goddess of whatever, and, you know, it has been a while since I played Uprising. I don't remember much. You know what, I'm just gonna just get with the program. she stays. She gets unchanged. I think her moveset is fine. Especially in Ultimate. She's a pretty good character in that game. She sucked in, Smash 4, but they made her better in Ultimate. In fact, maybe 2 better, but then they tweaked her a bit, and now she's just pretty good. I would say Kid Icarus deserves a few more reps from their franchise. They have a lot of good options that would make some pretty unique characters, like obviously Hades and Viridi are definitely up there on the list. Now we have Peach, and obviously she needs to stay. I'm not sure if she should get reworked at all. I can't think of anything that would really make her a more better character. More better, yes, that's what it is. But I don't know. I feel like maybe there's some things you can pull from. Maybe with the new Princess Peach game coming out, we can find something to use. Maybe do some slight tweaks, some slight move changes. I don't know. See what you can do with that, Nintendo. Alright, now Pichu is in this weird place for me, because I said that I want less Gen 1 reps, and I've already removed pretty much all of them except for Pokemon Trainer and Pikachu, and Pichu is a Gen 2 rep, but he's a pre-evolved form of a Gen 1 rep and is very similar to Pikachu. So you know what? Let's get him out of here. I don't think Pichu needs to be here. Alright, Piranha Plant. Now, Piranha Plant was a fun addition, He was a free DLC if you pre-ordered the game. He is definitely unique. He is definitely out there. But he's so out there that's like, why? Why is Piranha Plant a playable character? It's just weird, man. Who decided this? I don't know. I'm gonna say just make him an assist trophy. Like, it was funny. It was weird. I wasn't opposed to it when it happened. But if it's for a game that, if we're talking about a new Smash game that decreases the roster, Piranha Plant's out, maybe he can stay as an assist trophy or something. I don't know. Alright, well, I can't talk about Richter without talking about Simon first. Simon Belmont, iconic video game character from the NES era, from a very influential game that even named a genre being Metroidvania. Yeah, Simon Belmont stays, and I don't really think he needs to be changed at all. His moveset makes sense. Richter, on the other hand, is an interesting case. Honestly, I feel like the Belmonts can just be skins of each other, and I think that you could probably incorporate more Belmonts in the game that have similar things about them with like a whip. The alternate skin for Richter. Now, Ridley is a character people have wanted in Smash for a long time. He is probably the most important villain in the Metroid series. Absolutely keep him the same way. I don't think he needs to be changed at all. He's got a really cool moveset. He incorporates things from his game, his scaly reptilian personality and body or whatever. His claws, his everything. Yeah, he's good. He's good. Rob. Now, he's in a weird state, because technically he probably should be in the game, because he is an important Nintendo figure, but he's not technically in his own game, he's a toy. And I don't really know what to say about that, honestly. I think I'm going to keep Rob in the I don't know tier, because I really don't know whether or not he should stay or go. Rosalina and Luma. This is where I'm going to be a little bit personal and biased. Rosalina and Luma is annoying to play against. Galaxy is one of my favorite games, so I wouldn't want her rep to be gone. I'd say just make her an assist trophy. I don't want to play against that. Alright, this is another kind of difficult one, but I think I'm pretty definitive with this choice. I'm going to say remove Roy. He was a semi-clone of Marth. He was actually just straight up a clone in Melee. He was made to promote his game releasing. He was actually technically an originally Smash Bros character because he released in Smash Bros before he got his own game, which is kind of funny. If I had to pick one character that I would definitely remove without a trace, it's probably Roy. Like, I enjoyed playing him in Smash 4 and Smash Ultimate. I don't really feel any type of way about him. Yeah, I just think that he can go. Alright, Samus. Obviously, Samus, one of the original 64, should stay. I've already stated that Dark Samus should be a skin, but I'd say give Samus a complete rework to be more in line with her modern day appearances, and also correct some things that were just wrong about her, like her charge shot should not be blue, it should be yellow. Give her counter move that was in Samus Returns and Dread. Yeah, honestly, that's about all I can say. Oh yeah, I would personally also give her a crawl, since she can actually crawl in her games. If she goes into her morph ball, the actual bomb drop should probably not have her bounce in the air, I think. So do that with Samus and we're good. Alright, let's talk about Zelda before we talk about Sheik. Zelda can go a multitude of ways. She is a very unique character and she has stuff that is representative of the Zelda series, but it doesn't really represent her. Like, her stuff is the power of the three goddesses, Furore, Din, and Nehru, and they're mainly moves from Ocarina of Time that actually Link used, so it's a little odd that she has them, but I guess it's fine. It's a very unique moveset, even though it's not very Zelda-like. She's never really done any of those things. Like, you could rework her to play more like how Zelda does in some games like Hyrule Warriors and Age of Calamity, or you could just keep her the same. So she's in that. I don't know, not because I want to remove her. Actually, you know what? I can't really put her in there. So I'm going to put her in slight change, only because I'm not sure whether or not she should stay in exactly the same or have a complete rework. So I'm just going to say slightly change her. Now, Sheik. This is like the only Zelda rep that feels like they're actually trying to get more characters in, but again, it is still just Zelda in terms of the actual character. Spoiler alert for Ocarina of Time, I guess, but her playstyle is very different from Zelda, obviously. She's more ninja-like, but I do think that they didn't really pull a lot from Zelda, the game itself, because there wasn't really much to Sheik. And like the taunts are also very bad too. Like, why does she never pull out a harp? Because Sheik uses a harp in Ocarina of Time. I think that the best thing to do is give a complete rework to Sheik, maybe implement some things she has in Hyrule Warriors. That actually gave her moves and attacks to use, so yeah, let's do that. Shulk, absolutely keep this character. I'm not biased at all because I love Xenoblade. Okay, maybe I am a little biased, but honestly, either way, I think Shulk should stay. Xenoblade is a Nintendo property. It's gained a lot of popularity since Xenoblade 2 and being represented in Smash. And I think that, yeah, Shulk being the main character of the original game and also one of the best written main protagonists of anything ever makes him a very important rep, but I would slightly rework him. I mean, as a person who played the game, the Monado arts aren't actually things that he has in his game. Like, Jump was made up for Smash. Smash was made up for Smash. The other ones are real, but they don't quite work the same as they do in their game, I guess. But it's fine. I think that's fine to translate that into Smash Bros. It makes for a unique idea, but I think they need to be tweaked slightly to make him more viable. I think that in Buster mode, since he does more damage but less knockback, it should also give people more hit stun so that he can combo a little easier. I mean, it's already a high risk, high reward that he does more damage and takes more damage. So maybe give a little bit more of a reward because I don't think Buster's that good otherwise. And then speed, I think, should decrease his end lag on his moves so that he can act faster, because that's kind of one of his biggest issues, is that a lot of his moves don't really connect with each other. There's not a lot of, it's just too easy to avoid his attacks. Once he hits you once and then you're gone. Like, people always say that this character's one of the top tiers, but honestly, he's extremely overrated in how he's played or in how he's portrayed in competitive. Like, he's not that good. Make him better. And Snake. Metal Gear is an important series, but he was already hard enough to get in the game. The only reason he got in was because Hideo Kojima asked Sakurai to put him in the game. Then he was removed in Ultimate because Kojima stopped working with Konami, and now he got back into Ultimate simply because they wanted everyone here. But honestly, I would personally remove Snake. I don't think he's just a weird choice in here. He just doesn't feel like he fits in, you know? I mean, that was kind of how everyone felt when he was in Brawl. He doesn't fit in, plus his moveset's annoying. I hate it dealing with it, so be gone. Sonic. Sonic should not be removed, but man, is he annoying. I don't know how you'd rework him. He has things that just make sense for him to have. He shouldn't have 2 spin dashes, is definitely something that needs to be changed, but I feel like there's a lot more that probably needs to be changed to make him less annoying. Like, he has a very slow playstyle despite being fast. Give him a faster playstyle. I don't know. I don't know. Just change him, please. Now, I've already said what I thought about Villager. He's annoying to deal with. I said Isabelle should be maybe an alternate costume, maybe be removed. I don't know. My main thing is just get rid of that damn bowling ball. It's annoying. I despise dealing with it off stage. Yeah, in that case, maybe he should just have a slight rework. Just get rid of the bowling ball. Just get rid of the bowling ball. Please get rid of the bowling ball. Please get rid of the bowling ball. Wario. Honestly, Wario, I don't know what you'd do with him in terms of changing him. What would make him more Wario-like? Like, actually represent his games and stuff. Like, maybe implement more stuff from Wario Land Shake It, like in his grabs. So, like, his pummel, instead of just doing that weird jab thing, he shakes you around like he doesn't shake it. Yeah, you know what? That works. Give him a slight change like that. Something. I don't know. Wii Fit Trainer. What a weird character to add to Smash Bros. I mean, Wii Fit is a well-known game Yeah. But having the trainer as a playable character is just weird. Assist trophy. Alright, Wolf now. An important villain from the Star Fox series. Has a pretty decent moveset. Don't change him, keep him. Don't change him and keep him. Yoshi. I'd say Yoshi should definitely... Some things changed about him, but not too much. I'm just gonna say slight change. I'm trying to just rapid fire these right now. Zero Suit Samus, it's just Samus outside of her power armor, but a unique character. So I'll put Zero Suit in the I don't know tier because I don't really know if she really should be a separate character. Hero from Dragon Quest, keep him the same, he's fine. Just give more alternate costumes to be more Dragon Quest characters. Banjo-Kazooie, I'm gonna put Banjo in the I don't know tier list. You could remove him, you could keep him, I don't care. Terry as well, I don't know, keep him or don't. Byleth, I'd say, is one that I absolutely think should stay and stay unchanged. Fairly unique moveset from Fire Emblem, is from the best-selling Fire Emblem game. Should stay in the series, should stay in Smash. Min, remove. Just keep assist trophy, Springman. Just please don't let me see you ever again. Steve. Nah, Minecraft's pretty iconic and important. Just rework him so he's less annoying. Alright, Sephiroth's in a difficult spot because on one hand, I think having Cloud without Sephiroth feels odd, but at the same time, I've already stated that I feel like we shouldn't have multiple reps from a series that has multiple games and multiple different casts. We shouldn't have it all from the same game, so I'm going to say assist trophy or something, maybe make him a boss. That would be neat. Pyra and Mythra, I'm going to put in the complete rework because I personally think that if they can, because they were going to do this originally, was have Rex fight alongside them like they do in their actual game, but it was too difficult to program at the time. Maybe with the new Switch or whatever the new system's going to be called, it'll have more power, it'll be easier to make that work. Plus, if we're decreasing the amount of characters, it'd probably be even easier that way because it would be less storage. I'd hope for that, personally. Or we can just have Rex from Future Redeem where he's dual wielding the swords, which would also be cool because once again, like I said with Ganondorf, dual wielding swords is awesome. Kazuya, okay, I'm gonna put Kazuya in the I don't know tier because I feel like if Bandai Namco is gonna stay as the developer, yes. If not, nah, we don't need him. And finally, Sora. Honestly, Sora's also in the I don't know tier, because on one hand, he'd be difficult to get because of the Disney licensing. To have to go through all that again is probably rough. But at the same time, I feel like he's a character that people have wanted for a long time. It's a franchise that is very important and iconic, and he's got a pretty unique moveset. So, yeah, that's it. That's my list. I'm trying to rush through this because I'm kind of tired, honestly. But that's gonna do it for this video. Tell me what you think of some of these choices. Maybe you think that certain characters should get a different type of rework, or you feel like maybe this character should stay or this character should leave for whatever reason. I don't know. Leave your comments, leave your thoughts. Sorry, I'm really tired now. I thought this took way longer than I thought it was. I've been here for an hour just talking about basic thoughts of each of these characters, and I just gotta go. Adios, good night, see you around, whatever. I'm saying good night like I'm streaming. This is not a stream. You can tell that I'm done here. Bye.